But I don't think cold calling, while I don't, encourage people to do it, I think there is a way that you could cold call in that kind of way. Like showing up to a network event like that is kind of a cold calling way, right? Like if you knew who was going to be at that event and you called that person beforehand and said, hey, I saw that you're a member of BizConnect. I'm a member of BizConnect too. I'm going to be there. If you happen to be there this week, I'd love to connect with you. That could be a cold call that I don't think is necessarily a terrible thing. And it's just introducing yourself to that person saying, would love to connect when you get there. And so I think the cold call of immediately jumping in saying, buy my thing is terrible, but just introducing yourself from a cold call setting, I don't think is the worst thing in the world that someone can do. I think it actually could be just the introduction that's necessary so that someone sees you.
Yeah, Zack, you've probably heard me at some of my meetups when I always give people a goal at the end of, hey, meet at least 3 people that you haven't met before. And that doesn't mean sell them. That means go up to them and introduce yourself, maybe set a coffee date. And, I think I see that a lot of people are really successful who, when they meet somebody, they do meet up for coffee later. But they also say, hey, this is just to get to know you and see how we can kind of help each other. And I think I notice people are more successful when they do that.
How does knowing that exact language is also something that discourages people, because that's kind of tied to a sales perspective? And that's something that you had said that I think discouraged you in the past too with some of these other networking events. How does someone know the truth in there that person genuinely is just trying to get to know that person and not get you in a more personalized setting to then sell you?
Well, that's a tough one because I have the most honed gut meter. And I can, like I said, I can smell a shtick a mile away. I can tell when somebody's being genuine and when somebody's not being genuine. And so I am able to tell when somebody is trying to sort of bait and switch me and get me out for coffee, but then sell me. And so I think you really have to, like I mentioned before, you really do have to find those commonalities, build the relationship so that it's somebody you want to have coffee with and you would enjoy having coffee with. If somebody is trying to sell you and you kind of in your gut feel like this coffee is going to be about selling, you're probably not going to accept, and you're probably going to kind of try to get to know them a little bit better before you accept a coffee date with them. But I know people who are really successful at it.